the Architects.
This is an interview. All right. So tell me a little bit about what you guys have got going on right now.
Right now, we're sitting outside of Great Scott in the city of Boston, and we're doing a little tour. We're gonna play with the Death Spells. We're gonna play with Ghost Thrower, and we're gonna be on the road for the next 10 days or so, playing places. And we got a new record, and or at least the first part of a new record that's out called Border Wars. And I don't know what else is going on.
You got a fundraiser going?
Well, yeah, we're pre-sailing the second episode so that we can raise some bread to make sure that happens. That's going on. I don't know what else. I don't know what else is going on.
Right. There will be a link at the bottom of our video to get that pre-order. So you guys definitely want to help them out with that.
Yeah, please. We appreciate it.
Let's see. So Equalize goes to shows like this and goes out on Warped Tour. We actually did a bunch of dates on the Warped Tour this year to sort of set up a safe space to talk to people about what we do and to make sure that folks going to shows know that this is a place where home and school might not be a good place for you, but you can come out to these shows and it's basically welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make sure that your shows are open to all in that sense?
By being a welcoming, accepting, open-minded person, and surrounding myself with bandmates that are welcoming and accepting and open-minded people. Like the best. If you truly care about the scene, don't start a band with some dickhead who can't. Well, don't let some racist dickhead play drums in your band or something, or whatever. Like that. That's kind of part of it, we associate with good people who give a damn.
It's kind of what we are helping to do by going out talking to you guys, is putting it out there that that's who you are.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Were you ever bullied? And if so,
yes.
Did you have basically a safe space to go, a place to get away from it? Growing up, I know that going to shows like this was where I felt like I could be myself, and artists such as yourself were how I knew that it was good to be who I was. Did you have anyone to look up to like that? Did you have a place to go?
Yeah, I mean, I went to my band that we started playing music really, really young, and that was because we were making our own safe space to have our kind of fun, and it was because we were getting pushed around for being weird, and we were getting and at the time that I was before I started being at all serious about playing in bands or about punk rock or any of that kind of stuff, I was pushed around for being weird. I was beaten up for being weird, chased home, thrown in the creek, and then have my bike thrown on top of me for being a little bit weird. And this whole, if my therapist was here, she would probably concur heartily that this whole business, this whole get in a van and go on tour and play guitar in front of people and have tattoos on your neck and all that kind of this whole business is just about making up for having been victimized by dickheads when I was a kid, and that so yeah, I completely relate. Like we were all, and it was worse for Adam and Zach because they were my younger brothers, and so the teachers and guidance counselors were ready for them. They didn't see me coming, but Zach and Adam got it so bad.
Definitely understand that. I have a younger sister and an older sister, but she was 10 years older than me. So by the time I got into high school, middle school, she was already done with it, but my little sister was coming up right behind me.
Yeah, you can't help but pass the curse down to the younger siblings. Sorry.
What advice do you have for someone who has friends are being bullied?
stand up for your fucking friends. Like, I mean, we live in some pretty soft times when it comes to having principles, and you don't need to have a ton of principles. You just need to really have like a couple of 3 principles that you stick to, and one of them is you stand up for your friends, and you stand up for people who don't have it coming. Like, somebody's getting pushed around who doesn't have it coming to them. You kind of have a moral obligation to step in and just be like, that, like, this is not cool. I don't want that. I'm not while I'm around or whatever. Like, not,
sense of community.
Yeah. You look out for, other people. If you saw somebody fall on the subway tracks, you'd call somebody, or you'd get down there and help them get up out of the subway tracks before they get hit. It's like,
So, this is a personal story, and it is completely true. I have a friend that uses the word faggot online constantly, and it is something that is not funny, but I don't know how to approach it. Do you have any advice for me on what to say to him? What would you say to him?
I would just say, look, that bothers me a little bit. Can we not do that? Like, could you not do that around me? Could you not do that? Just ask them to please compartmentalize that part of their life away from the part of their life that includes you. And I mean, that sends a subtle shaming message that, like,
Absolutely.
That's a little bit passive aggressive, but it sends the right kind of message. Bigots and bullies and people like that, they kind of should be shamed. They're wrong. Like, they have been wrong since time immemorial, and they will always be wrong. And so they should be shamed. So it's not like, like, you're not being a bully when you insist that your friend who uses the word faggot stop using the word. Like, if it bothers you, it bothers you, and you're entitled to be bothered and talk to and to tell whoever that's not okay for you. Like, say it when you go hunting with your dad or something, if you absolutely must. Wherever, some other context, get it away from me. I want to be part of a civil society where we treat each other well, and
Exactly.
and we walk hand in hand, and we, all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. All right.
Soapbox. Go ahead.
Well, that's about all I have.
Okay. But yeah, what would I? I had something on my mind. It was like, it was like, I'm clearly a big believer in taking whatever whatever it is that other people want to fuck with you for, and turning it into, and turning that into, like, the flag that you fly. Like, I will absolutely carry the colors for the kind of weirdo that I am, and all that, and by proxy, the kind of weirdos that you are. Like, any weirdo, like we are family. Weirdos, all weirdos are my brothers and sisters. Like, at least until they prove themselves to be assholes and undeserving of my friendship or something. Like, they are innocent until proven guilty, brothers and sisters until proven otherwise. And, yeah, you should do that. Like, it's a good feeling.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be around that.
I'm glad you're here too.
And once again, I'm Lindley for Equalize. This is Brandon from The Architects. Pick up their album, check out their pre-sale to get that second half going. Definitely check them out if you get the chance while they're out here on tour. If not, be on the lookout for the next time out.